Welcome, friends. This is audio number 136. It contains some of my short, spontaneous writings on various topics. Life goes on peacefully in this valley. Early morning, going up the hills is the most pleasant time of the day. I wish I can remain there, up on the hill, for hours looking at the beautiful valley dotted with trees, blue and purple hills, reddish holy earth. The sun comes from behind the cave rock, and Rishikunda hills have clouds moving swiftly in gentle breeze. In the silence of the morning, you can hear birds chirping, frogs croaking, dogs barking, villagers chatting in the fields, dhobis beating clothes, and trees rustling. Rishi Valley is the most beautiful place. I would like to remain here even after my death, and I imagine my spirit roaming freely in the hills, blessing everyone and everything. This was written on August 19, 1984, in my diary. Next article. A man comes to the bank of a river. The river is flowing beautifully with cool and clean water. The man desires to jump and swim in the river, but he is also afraid of drowning in the river because he is not an experienced swimmer. Out of this conflict between desire and fear, he asks himself, is it possible for me to jump in this river? The same kind of question some people interested in Krishnamurti's teachings are asking. They desire peace and silence, but the silence is frightening too, because silence means the death of the self or the ego. The self is afraid of dying, so it escapes into chatting and asking questions which are not of great significance to them. Next article. Many years ago, in November 1985, we went to our friend's house in Bhavnagar. He had a spacious garden around his house. We sat in the garden and discussed spiritual matters. An old gentleman looked at me and spoke quietly about his experiences. Twice in his life, he had visions of a yogi who saved his life. He was not sure whether it was real or illusion. Later on, when he saw the photograph of Baba Amarnath in Yoganand's book, Autobiography of a Yogi, he recognized the yogi. Since then, he worshipped Baba Amarnath, who is supposed to be living in the Himalayas. He started practicing Kriya Yoga, a kind of breathing exercise to keep himself calm. The old gentleman asked me about my views on this subject. I told him that I did not do much of yoga or meditation. Life is to be lived moment by moment in awareness of thoughts coming and going. Without awareness, we get trapped into past experiences. He said that very few people have such awareness. Human beings are born with past experiences which prevent them to see the present. Most people need to practice yoga and meditation. I said, every moment is new, but our thinking connects the present with the past. Upanishad also say that there is no connection between the cause and the effect. When we see this clearly, the past no longer affects the present, and then everything is seen as fresh, new, beautiful. Next article. Cows have no fear of being hit by vehicles, but human beings have the fear of being hit by cows or cows causing accidents. Accidents do happen due to presence of cows on roads, and cows make roads dirty too. But no political party considers this a very important or serious problems to be discussed in the parliament. They are busy discussing about unemployment, rise in petroleum price, communalism, terrorism and crime, corona and farmers protesting against some laws about selling of farm products. Not doing anything about the presence of cows on the roads seems to be the safest thing for politicians and municipalities at present. These cows eat plastic from garbage and suffer. But the owners of these cows are not bothered about that. They do not want to lose their cows and at the same time cannot give grass to their cows. The number of vehicles on the roads are increasing and so are cows. Pollution too is increasing in cities of India, but people are too busy with their own problems of survival and entertainments. Next article. God exists where you think it exists. It exists in flowers and in temples if you think or feel that God exists in these places. It exists in the heart of people whom you love. Truly speaking, God is a word or an image coming from your own thinking or feeling. So the source of God is within you. There is a very good devotional song in Hindi or Urdu language which says, "Jahan dil diya, wahi tujhko paya." It means, I found God where I gave my heart. This song is sung in the school assembly in the Valley School in Bangalore, where I taught for 3 years and visit every year after my retirement in 2007. Next article. Yesterday, I saw a long and very interesting video about the meaning of quantum physics. The meaning is that we can affect the whole world by the way we think and live because we are the world. We are all connected by an invisible field. The chemistry of the brain changes with our continuously changing thoughts and feelings. Our greatest responsibility is to be aware of the harm we do to ourselves and the whole world and to be clear, happy, healthy and loving. Next article. A tiny insect was trying hard to go out from the top part of a window which was closed. If it had come to the lower part of the window, it was easy to escape because it was open. Human beings too try hard to escape from the prison they have created if the door of perception is closed. If the door of perception is open, one can come out effortlessly from the psychological problems created by thinking and feelings. Next article. It is not by giving talks and listening to talks that transformation happens at the deeper level in our mind and life. It has to do with how we speak and listen to what is happening within us. It demands aloneness, motiveless curiosity, and honesty to see thoughts as they unfold. Unless this is the most important thing in our life, nothing happens. Only endless intellectual chattering goes on, leading to cynicism and waste of energy. I talked about this at the Theosophical Society in Bhavnagar.